Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And some room to run now. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got a first down past the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, Michel. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On the ground, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 74 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Bullet good on the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Allen going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They run right side with Hunt.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of that. And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Michelle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michelle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So it's halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. They'll set up to throw.
That must be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction. I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Now he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So after that fourth down stop, Charles, you said it was almost guaranteed points the other way. Indeed, they do cash in, but only 3.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They got the points, but it should have been more. With that type of field position, the setup that they had, I think it was almost a loss for them that they only got 3 instead of pushing across the line for a touchdown.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow Reddit.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From midfield, here's Allen. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Michel. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Allen to throw it. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3, we just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 55 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, an all-out battle on 4th and goal, offense versus defense, and the offense won it.
And I'm just wondering what was going through the minds of the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Were they playing the run too much? Were they not focused that the whole playbook was open in that situation? Give the offensive guys a lot of credit. I just wonder what the defensive guys were thinking.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Allen now looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Allen's throw is complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw, it's Allen. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Allen going to throw. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his target. It's Evans. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. He finds some open field here. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
The previous play is under review.
And what we just... Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.